What's up, everybody? Tricks Ridiculous back with another video, and here it is. You can see it on screen. Bucky Barnes is the next playable character coming to Marvel's Avengers, confirmed by Miller. We're going to talk about this one a little bit right now. Before we do, be sure to like and subscribe, especially if you're new to the channel and new to Avengers, for more great content. Those are free ways to support the channel, and I really appreciate it. But otherwise, let's dive right in. Now, this is coming from Miller, not from Crystal Dynamics themselves. So, in my opinion, that's actually a more reliable source. Miller has been right about literally everything, even when we all thought that She-Hulk was going to be the next character coming, and then Crystal Dynamics thought that they were going to audible to Jane Foster and throw us off. Miller was right about that too. He caught them on that regard, and now he's confirming that Bucky Barnes is going to be the next playable character. Now, I've been holding off on doing, any type of video on this topic, and I've been seeing a lot of videos in the recent days about speculation of Winter Soldier, She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, whatever, War Machine, etc., especially with Jane Foster being an Echo character. There's a lot of talk about how future characters are going to play in the game. But now that I've got a tweet from Miller here, I'm comfortable talking about it because I think we all knew that the next characters coming were in some combination Winter Soldier, She-Hulk, and Captain Marvel, right? Those were the three that we knew definitively were coming to the game. But as far as who, when, why, how, how they were going to play, no one actually knew. Everything was just baseless speculation, just kind of, on clues and hints and trying to piece it all together. But now we've got some concrete evidence here that Bucky Barnes will actually be the next one. In terms of how he's going to play, a lot of people seem to think that he's going to be some sort of clone, like a Cap Echo, similar to Jane was with Thor, that maybe he's going to kind of be like a Cap/Widow clone because Widow's the only other character who uses guns. I think those are kind of ridiculous assumptions. The developers, the one thing they did say 100% is that the next character will not be an Echo character by their definition. So if Jane Foster is their definition of an Echo character, the next character will not be to that same extent. And then, thinking about how he would play, even if he did kind of clone some of Cap's, play style, or at least be this kind of the same type of hero, he definitely can't use Cap's, they're not going to just give him Cap's heroics like they gave Jane Thor's heroics. It wouldn't work that way. Same thing with Widow. Bucky can't use invisibility or taser darts or shield throw. Like, he was not going to do that, right? So he has to have his own unique heroics. As far as how he's actually going to play, it's anyone's guess, but I think it's safe to assume that he's going to, obviously he's not a flying character, I think he's going to be able to be played as either a melee character, kind of similar to Captain America, right? I think he'll have some melee moves with a knife, and also possibly, with his metal arm, doing things like that, and fighting, more melee, more of like a Cap style melee than, for example, like a Hulk style melee, right? Those are two different melee styles. He'll definitely be more in the Cap realm, or Widow realm. And then as far as his guns, I think his gun will function similarly to Widow's in that, right, when you aim with it, he'll probably just ADS with his, AR-15 or whatever gun he uses. I do think it would be cool if he had some sort of additional attachments to the gun, maybe like an underbarrel grenade launcher that you could just use the D-pad to kind of cycle through your different ammo types. I think that would be a really cool way to implement his ranged. But other than that, I mean, that's what I see happening for the Winter Soldier. As far as when he's going to come out, it's anyone's guess. The only thing we know is that the very next piece of content coming to the game is Cloning Labs, and we did have confirmation that the time difference between 2.5, which we are now, to 2.6 is going to be longer than 2.4 to 2.5. And 2.4 to 2.5 was about a month. It was a pretty quick turnaround for an update. So expect more than a month. So Jane came out at the end of June. So I would expect, nothing in July, and I would expect it to go into August before we get, it's like sometime in August before we get Cloning Labs, and then probably another couple of months until we get the Winter Soldier. Now, as far as his, content, Don't expect any. I probably expect it to be another hero event. I don't expect, we already know that they're not working on any operations. So don't expect really any story other than intel files, which honestly I'm okay with as long as we have more endgame content to do. I'm always welcoming of more characters. And then just lastly, on a personal note, I'm really excited about this. Winter Soldier is one of my favorite characters. I'm super excited to play as him. He will probably be my main, assuming they do him justice in this game. And yeah, I really think just the way I described, having someone who's kind of a hybrid of like a Cap, but also like a true gunner, more so than Widow, like an actual real gunner type character with different like ammo types and things like that. I think the game could really use something like that, and I would be excited to play that. But anyway, that's all I've got in this video. Let me know your thoughts. Are you excited for Bucky? What do you think he's going to play like? Let me know down in the comments. Again, be sure to like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Join the Discord down in the description. That's it from me, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.